Hello, it's Mr. Wyman. I need to put on my snowflake hat for this story. This is a scientific nonfiction, and I'm excited to read it to you, especially right now because it's supposed to snow. And I know that because what? I take a look at the weather and because everybody in school is talking about it. Before reading Howling Wind, Swirling Snow, I want to take a look at this information over here on the side. A lot of this is going to be review, but I'm going to read it to you anyways because review is exactly that. It's looking at information again, and in this case, we'll learn even more and further our learning about it. Scientific nonfiction provides true information about an area of science. An article might be in a magazine or a newspaper, a textbook, an encyclopedia, or on a website. These articles usually include photos, diagrams, maps, graphs, and headings to help explain a topic. People read scientific nonfiction for research. Why else might people read scientific nonfiction? Sometimes when you're reading, you see a word you don't know. Context clues are nearby words that give clues to the unfamiliar word's meaning. Look at the word blizzard in paragraph 1. So right here, I'm going to scan for the word blizzard. Let's see. It's right here by my snowflake hat. If they knew a blizzard was coming, however, they might change their wish. Okay, I found it. In paragraph 2, several words and phrases including winter storms, bitterly cold, and thick snow tell you that a blizzard is a big, dangerous snowstorm. Look at the word vapor in paragraph 3. What context clues help you figure out its meaning? What does it mean? So paragraph 3 is on the next page, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. And we'll come back to this concept of context clues. First, let's start reading our text. Every winter, children from Maine to Montana go to bed wishing for the next day to be a snow day. On snow days, school is closed because school buses and cars can't travel easily on snow-covered roads. Some children have heard the superstitions that they can make it snow by wearing their pajamas inside out or by sleeping with spoons under their pillows. I've never heard these. And what are superstitions? You kind of have to know that in order to understand what's going on here. And there's no context clues either. Superstitions are like magical activities or behaviors that might cause good luck or bad luck. And they're super because they're outside of nature. Like wearing your pajamas inside out, that's not going to affect the snow. But some people think that it might. So they hope that in the morning they will wake up and see huge piles of fluffy flakes outside their homes. If they knew a blizzard was coming, however, they might change their wish. Snow days can be a lot of fun, but blizzards are not fun at all. These winter storms are extremely dangerous. The temperature is bitterly cold. Thick snow swirls until people can barely see in front of them. The wind can blow people right off their feet. Buildings creak and trees sway. The storms go on and on. It becomes impossible for people to leave their homes to go anywhere. So that doesn't sound fun at all. The order in which events occur is called sequence. In paragraph 3, the word first tells you that the first step in forming snow is that the sunshine causes oceans and lakes to heat up. What words in the paragraph tell you the order of the other steps? Alright, as I remember it, paragraph 3, we're supposed to find the word vapor as well and use context clues to figure that out. This indent is the beginning of a new paragraph, and this would be paragraph 3. How a blizzard starts. That's the heading. These fierce storms start like any snowfall. Snow is a form of water that falls to the ground like rain, sleet, and hail. How does snow form? First, sunshine causes oceans and lakes to heat up. Then, as water evaporates or changes into vapor, it rises into the air to form clouds. Next, the water vapor in the clouds freezes and forms ice. Tiny bits of ice grow into snowflakes. They get heavier and heavier. Finally, because they get so heavy, they fall to the ground. Cold winter air keeps them frozen as they fall. So I saw the word vapor here, and I see vapor right inside of evaporates. Here we pronounce the VA evaporates, but evaporates means to change into vapor. That's why it says or. This is actually a huge clue. Or means that this is the same as this. Like you could interchange them. I like this question here. How does snow form? That kind of gets you questioning yourself, right? Like asking the question to yourself as you're reading. And the sequence words, anyways, were first, then, next, and then finally at the end here. A blizzard is not just any strong storm, any strong snowstorm. In a blizzard, there is so much snow falling or blowing that you are standing behind a white brick wall. Now, are you literally standing behind a white brick wall? No. But it might feel that way because it's like you can't even see your hand in front of your face. There's so much snow blowing around. You can't see farther than a quarter of a mile in any direction. During a blizzard, this condition lasts at least 3 hours. And that's another thing. You guys thought there was a blizzard the other day when there's snow blowing all over outside. But it was a really short, like, burst of snow. And that's more, even though it looked ferocious, it was really just a flurry. So at least 3 hours would constitute an actual blizzard. Snow is just one part of a blizzard. Blizzards also have freezing temperatures and high-speed winds. The winds blow hard and fast, at least 35 miles per hour, and often more. So these are some of the things that constitute whether a snowstorm is just a snowstorm or is an actual blizzard. Check this out. Ask and answer questions. You can better understand what you're reading by asking yourself questions and then reading on to find the answers. You might wonder what keeps snowflakes from melting as they fall, and then read on to see that a cold winter air keeps them frozen. What other questions might you ask about a blizzard? And take a look at this diagram. What causes snow? Here, this illustration helps you see what's explained in a previous paragraph. You've got heat from the sun causing the water to evaporate or turn into vapor or gas, which goes up into the air. And then water droplets freeze. This is the condensation. And then after the water condenses into ice crystals, it snows. Blizzard conditions make it hard for rescue crews to do their job. This looks like a pretty intense snowfall. And headings help you find information quickly within a text. The heading, Not All Fun, lets you know that the text below it will be about the dangers of a blizzard. Under which heading would you look to find out how to get ready for a blizzard? Well, the only heading I see right now is Not All Fun, but we're going to come across other headings that will give us clues as to what kind of information we'll be reading about. Before I read Not All Fun, let's take a look at this. Main ideas and details. The main idea of a paragraph tells what the paragraph is mostly about. It often comes at the start of a paragraph. This is what I've been trying to get you guys to do in your opening sentences. Your introductory sentence should provide the topic of what that paragraph is about, or main idea of the paragraph. Details are pieces of information that tell more about the main idea. In paragraph 5, the main idea is blizzards can cause serious damage. What details tell more about the kind of damage blizzards can cause? Blizzards can be exciting, but they're not all fun. Blizzards can cause serious damage. The strong winds and heavy snow can break tree branches or even knock whole trees down. Falling branches can snap power lines. Without power, most buildings don't have heat or light. Water pipes can freeze, so there's no running water. People shiver in the dark. That doesn't sound fun at all. So blizzards can cause serious damage. The main idea of this paragraph actually comes after this little kind of fluff sentence. This sentence, blizzards can be exciting, but they're not all fun. Just kind of like gets you warmed up to the idea. And then it can be serious damage. And we see, tree branches falling, whole trees knocking down power lines, not having power, and even freezing temperatures means there could very well be no running water. A blizzard slows down transportation too. Because the snowfall is so thick and white, it is nearly impossible for drivers to see. The heavy snow also blocks roads, so cars get stranded. I've heard of cars getting stuck on Route 78 for hours, even an entire day. I can't even imagine having to sleep in your car and being so cold. What if you ran out of gas and your car wasn't able to keep going? Drivers hike through the snow or wait to be rescued. Planes can't fly in the high wind. Therefore, people get stuck in airports that have to close down. Sometimes they run out of food before the storm is over. They run out of diapers for babies. It is dangerous to travel in a blizzard or even to be outside for any reason. It's difficult to see and it's also extremely cold. The wind can make freezing temperatures feel even colder. The strong, cold wind takes away body heat. People and animals can't live long in a blizzard because of the freezing cold wind. Cause and effect. Cause and effect is the connection between events. A cause is the event that makes something happen. The effect is the result of the cause. We read a whole bunch of cause and effect in these few paragraphs right here. In paragraph 6, one cause is heavy snowfall. One effect is that drivers cannot see. What other causes and effects do you see in paragraph 6? What words show cause and effect? And I have an activity at the end of all this where you'll be rereading this text and coming up with causes and effects. I have a couple of causes where you have to, or actually effects, where you have to figure out what the cause was. And then I have a couple of causes, and you have to look through the text and figure out what the effect was, like what happened as a result of those causes. Author's point of view. An author's point of view is his or her opinion or attitude about a subject. What is the author's point of view about blizzards? It seems like the author doesn't like them very much, right? It seems like this whole article is like a warning. People can't get to work, school, or the store during a blizzard. When the storm is over, it can take many hours, sometimes many days, to clear the snow and get everything repaired and back to normal. Be prepared. You can't stop a blizzard, but you can prepare for it. First, watch the weather report. Scientists who study weather, called meteorologists, use a lot of different tools to track storms. They also measure things such as storms, wind speed. Weather satellites in space take pictures. The pictures from the satellites show where storms are starting, where they're heading, and how fast they're moving. If meteorologists know a storm is coming, they warn the public so people have time to make preparations. What kind of preparations? Well, if you hear a storm warning, then it's time to get busy. Stock up on food, make sure any family members who need medicine have it, have a good supply of water and bottles, keep warm blankets and flashlights with extra batteries in the house and car. Most important, once the storm hits, stay inside. In a blizzard, it is very easy to get lost because you can't see where you're going. That reminds me of Lost in a Blizzard, that Storyworks Junior magazine article, right? If you have to go outside, wear layers of clothing to keep warm. Then tie a long rope to the door of the house and hold on to that rope the whole time you're outside so you will be able to find your way back. We're talking about serious blizzards here. But isn't it better to be overly cautious or extra prepared than not, right? And don't worry, once the blizzard is over, there will still be plenty of snow around to make a snowman and have a fun snow day. And here's an image of people looking at data and using computers to track information. And it says meteorologists use data on computers to track storms. Photos can help you understand something you have read in text by giving you a visual image of it. A caption tells the main idea of the photo. What new information about meteorologists do you learn from the photo and caption on this page? Having watched this video and learned a little more about nonfiction scientific texts and experienced this article with me, go back through the text, reading it for yourself and looking for the answers to or the causes for these effects and the effects for these causes. So what caused there to not be power potentially? What might cause that? Write it in here in this box. And if drivers cannot see, what from the article might have caused this to be the case? And then water vapor freezes, forming ice crystals. These grow to create snowflakes. Then what? What does that cause? The effect should be written here in complete sentences. Meteorologists tell people when a storm is coming. Okay, then what? What do people do as a result of learning that news from meteorologists? So, I hope you learned a lot about blizzards, nonfiction scientific articles, and how to read them and what to expect when reading them. I hope this helps you in writing your own informational article and being able to read articles in order to get information. Take care and good luck.